I'll give you a small example with another industry. No, it's within the ad tech industry, but there was one problem I had seen in the ad tech industry, which was basically the refresh of banners. Right, I'm kind of drawing an analogy to another use case, but how you have MFA and AI driven content farms. Similarly, there was one big problem in the industry, which was refreshing banners. So publishers started doing this act of just refreshing the banners if you land on a website. So let's say I go to a news site, I see five banner ads. Me as one user on one page, I'm seeing five banner ads. Now suddenly, because they're refreshing, those have become 50 banner ads, right? So what that did is it increased the volume of impressions going into the DSPs and the exchanges. And I was like, how come no one's raising a fuss about this? Like, because this is diluting the advertiser's ROI. Like, this is a lot more impressions than really required. Because humans are not going to my interaction rate with those five impressions or 50 impressions is going to be the same, right? Which is I'm going to click on probably one out of the five and one out of the 50. But then for the advertiser, it's diluting down the fact that, oh, I got now one click not from five impressions but from 50 impressions. So I was like, why is this not being flagged off as a problem? I took it upon myself to say, report this to all the large authorities in the industry. I went to large marketers and I'm like, hey, don't you think this is not affecting you? They're like, no, it's not affecting us. I'm like, why? Like, five impressions, 50 impressions, click is still one. They're like, yeah, but I'm not buying all the 50 impressions. I have my DSP. My DSP has logic for frequency capping and user exposure, and I'm protected. Like, I'm not getting overexposed to these ads, so I'm fine. I'm like, wow, the market is not getting impacted by this. And I went to the large exchanges and the SSPs in the middle. I'm like, aren't you getting impacted by it? They're like, no, we're not impacted. If the advertisers are impacted, then we're not impacted. And the publisher's making more revenue. Everyone's happy. And I'm like, wow, this is a problem in my head. So if you kind of now draw the same analogy to this, to the MFA side, which is like, are advertisers complaining about MFA? No, they're getting their ROI out from cheaper sites. And if they're not getting the ROI, they're stopping to advertise, which they always do anyway, whether it's a real site or a MFA site. It doesn't matter. There's no ROI, they would kill it anyway. So advertisers are not complaining. Users are not complaining. What motive is there for anyone to solve this problem then? Right? So it is a problem. It should be solved for the well-being of the industry. But I mean, if everyone worried about the well-being of the industry, ad blockers wouldn't have been here, right? So remember, ad blockers emerged because the industry didn't care about the well-being of the industry. So yeah, I mean, I think this is one of those other endemic problems which continue to exist, and I think will continue to exist.